Guess we should have bought that cultivator after all.
Yeah, it's sounding pretty nice around about now. I feel like I'm stealing dirt from your row.
No, like you want to pull it from like right up here beside my row.
Oh, to like bring it.
Yeah, because I've got all this space here, and that'll be my hump. So you can still from this back side where the hump stops.
I'm glad you guys are patient.
Okay. Sure second.
The best.
It's less climactic like.
Watch, this is the one he can't pull out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I was going.
Alright, somebody else's turn. I don't care who's, just not mine.
All day long. I probably shouldn't sing that.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, thanks for hiring the homeless.
No, name of the video is gonna be 3 nice people helping the homeless guy. Playing a
Get this. Get this. Get it. Get that stick. Get the stick. There you go. Pull. Yeah. Good job. You high fives? He doesn't high five.
Scott is not a riding dog. She drools. She gets super anxiety. Look at that. She's a drool machine.
Get away from me.
And she won't sit in the back. And
Don't.
Scott is like trying to get her in the back. And Freya's not having it. She's just like, no, I'm gonna sit right here and drool all over you.
All right.
So we worked today on our other garden spot up the road on some land that we have access to, and we're working with our neighbors. I meant to record it and I didn't because I forgot. But we planted everything, and then we had to solve a water situation, which was there is no water access up here. So we decided to go with the trusty totes. And Scott just went and filled up this tote, and we have another tote, I think, on the other side of the car or the truck. And we're going to try to siphon the water using gravity from this tank into the other tank. And then we're hoping that it will gravity feed via hose down to the garden spot. That is the garden. So I'll show you that a little bit more close up here in a minute. But we've got to get this water. We got all the seeds in the ground, but we have to water it because it refuses to rain in Arkansas right now. You can't have a garden without water. So that's what we're trying to set up now. So Scott decided to put it on blocks, on these concrete blocks, I think, to kind of raise it up a little bit higher to kind of help the gravity feed situation.
I will need your help.
Oh yeah? But I'm doing camera work. That's my job right now.
I know, but I need you to help me not push it off the blocks while I put these ones under the front when I pick it up. I'll give it a go
guys,
first.
Duty calls.
I'll give it a go first.
You're doing good. See, I knew you had it in you this whole time. I believed in you when you didn't.
About it coming off, not that I couldn't do it.
I believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself.
That's fair. These are the only shorts I have that have no pockets. I have no pockets. I wanted to go as Red Man today, you know.
Yeah, he's color coordinated today with all red, as you can see, a Coca-Cola shirt and a Cabela hat. He's walking in fine redneck style.
Let's see if it'll just run through this. I'm not so sure.
Turn on the water. See if it does anything. I don't hear anything. You didn't see this, guys. I hear water. How fast it's going, I don't know. Just sounds like drips.
The reason why I pulled over here next to the tub. Look at all these cockleburrs. God.
The joys of country living.
They're my leg hairs.
They are. Must we do this now?
Yes, because they hurt.
Oh, sorry.
In the leg hairs.
Okay, so let me explain this community garden. We decided to expand the garden up here so that we can get more food, and we went in with our neighbors who we've become really good friends with to create like a community garden type effort, and I'm kind of excited about it. It's been really fun. So we've done all the work together, and we planted everything, and we each contributed seeds for this garden. So On these weird mound things, we are going to try the Three Sisters method of planting, where you plant corn and then you plant your pole beans, around the corn, and then you plant squash, a binding squash outside of that. And so we've planted the corn in these mounds, and then we have rows and rows of garden down there. We have sticks there because everything on the left side of where those sticks are sticking out there is greens. We did that because that area of the garden is shaded for some of the day. It gets partial shade, and we were thinking they might do better in the partial shade. And then everything on the other side is just, each row for the most part is something different. We have planted cucumbers, tomatoes, bell peppers, squash, zucchini, a different type of green beans like bush beans. What else have we planted? I can't think of everything we planted. We planted a lot of stuff. So we're really hopeful that this will give us a good yield, a good crop, and the idea is that we're going to split the harvest as well. So I think it's a really great idea. And, like, if you know someone that has property, but you don't, you might be able to go in with someone that does have the space for a garden and kind of work together and contribute together and then split the harvest together. And it made it a lot easier to pull off this garden, having 4 different people work on it. But I will tell you, I'm exhausted. I'm just walking dead right now. I feel like I'm so sleepy, so tired. Scott, hardcore parkour.
My plumbing cement and my primer is both dumped out and rock solid, so I have no way to actually make these parts stay together so well.
So can we just rig it for now, and then
I just shoved it together and twisted on as hard as I can, and we'll see if we can keep it from leaking too much while we
water it, so we can at least get it watered.
It's supposed to rain today, isn't it?
Tomorrow there is a 24% chance of scattered thunderstorms, but I don't have my hopes up because it's been that way.
Go right around our mountain.
Yeah, every time there's a chance for rain, it always goes around us, and we don't get it. Not a drop. Everybody else gets the rain, but not here. So it's filling up. It's gonna be slow though. So
super slow, slower than you've ever known slow to be.
That's pretty slow.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours?
Probably.
Are you kidding me?
No.
I'm walking home.
Walk home. What is it? Don't you dare put
I'm gonna put it in the video.
I've got them all over me. It's not cool.
Okay, I guess this one's for the home files.
You know what the worst thing about homesteading is?
What?
I'm going to tell you the secret of the worst thing about homesteading.
Mm-hmm.
Every bit of progress you made just adds more work. You're like, oh, let's get the chickens. Then you got to feed the chickens every day while you're trying to get the goats. And when you get the goats, you got to feed them while you get the turkeys. And then you got to feed them too. It's like, oh, let's get this garden going. Now we got to water the garden every other day. End result, you get food. Bad thing, every bit of progress you make makes more work while you're trying to do other projects.
Yeah, so you complete a job and that makes another job, and it's like spawns.
On top of the other projects.
Spawns jobs. Like, it's a job spawner.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating. I don't even want goats anytime soon.
Why
We've got
not?
enough issues with...
But I take care of the rabbits and the chickens and the garden. So why are you complaining?
Because I still got to focus on the other rabbit hutch and with you and worry about how we're going to get maybe this building down there to be the turkey/chicken place so that we can get goats with the other thing so that then we have to feed all those, and then I have to help you because it takes so long to do all that.
This is our lives now. Wouldn't it be great if we could clone ourselves? Like if there were 10 of you and 10 of me, think about all of the work that we would get done.
You would get a lot of work done, and you would be 10 Kyleens bossing 10 Scotts around.
Ah, that's not fair. You know, like on what,
You know
Multiplicity?
what?
Is that
feel
that
like
movie?
I do so little most of the time that I feel like we just get a lot done, not 10 times a lot done. We'd get 10 times a little done and that equals a lot.
So maybe we should just make 20 Kyleens. Because what I'm hearing here is that I'm clearly superior.
No, there needs to be an equal number of Scotts and Kyleens, or I am.
You would be going crazy if there were like 20 of me around here.
Yeah, because there'd be 20 of you people telling me what to do.
This is not how it really is, folks. It's really not like that. He's so full of it. Or, hey, you know, like on the Magician's show, we could make a golem. We could just make a lot of golems that will do what we want.
Yeah. Minecraft has golems, and you can make golems in one of the mods, and they just carry stuff around for you.
Yeah,
God,
we just need someone to do our work for us. Does anyone want to move to Skylight Mountain Homestead and be a farmhand? You have to provide your own housing somehow, but we'll let you put it on our land, and if you help us build the homestead, we'll feed you. How's that?
You provide the housing and pay the small amount of bills you'll have. We'll feed you.
Right. Any takers? We need
Please.
help. Help us.
Getting close to a third of the way there.
Yay. Can we start watering it?
Yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead.
let's water.
Water.
You have to film me watering.
Nope.
Well, I think I caught you saying no. And then I pushed it. But I'm trying to run a YouTube channel here and I need your help, okay?
No.
You're just standing there.
Looking pretty.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said give you something to do. Then you're not bugging me.
He's so rude. So rude, guys. This is what I deal with. The abuse.
Whatever. As Uncle B would say, Wile E. Coyote.
So what's going on with it? Why won't it work?
The threads for my system of putting a garden hose on this don't match this container, though they match that container and the other container we got.
But it's a different kind of tote.
Is a different tote from a different place, and it's got wider threads, so I can't thread this on. So if we use it, we're just going to leak gallons and gallons and gallons of water, and it's going to have wasted fuel and everything else.
So we're not going to water today.
So we're not going to water today. We're going to water
We're
tomorrow.
going to fix this
When
and
instead of building a rabbit hutch first thing in the morning, I'm going to go get the stuff to fix this. So
this is what we were talking about. The jobs that create more jobs.
Or Wile E. Coyote. What can go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law.
Right. It happens.
We got more cockleburrs.
They're stickers.
Cockleburrs.
Stickers.
Look them up.
Read a book.
So we're almost halfway done with this draining now, so it's going fairly quickly.
That's good.
We will return tomorrow.
And conquer.
You know, the same thing we do every day. Try and take over the nature.
So we were trying to water the garden via gravity feeding it from this tank down to a slightly lower elevation down to the garden. However, it didn't work out very well. We didn't have enough water pressure. We also weren't able to just siphon without any help all of the water in this tank in the back of the truck into the tote over here. So Scott bought this non-submersible pump that's supposed to work by connecting to the car battery, and we're going to try to first pump the water that's left in the tank in the back of my truck into the tote over here that is holding the water for the garden, and then we're going to use the pump to pump water from the tank the garden tank to water the garden. So we're gonna try this. We've attempted a couple other things, it hasn't worked out, so this is our third take. The fact that it has a hose attachment is pretty handy and cool because that's exactly what we're needing to use it with, so. Come on, Scott, get your life together.
What life?
Homestead life.
All right. Tighten that up real good. Kyleen, hop up there. Stick that hose down in that water down there.
This one?
Yep.
Put one end into that tank. See Scott's new hat? Isn't that like smashing? You look very smashing today in your hat, Scott. So crossing our fingers that this little pump works and does the job. Woo! It's doing something. And we got water going through the hose.
Oh no, hold on.
All right, what's going on? What are you doing? Huh? Sorry, it fell out. Is it all the way in the water now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put like 10 foot of water.
Okay.
Over in the water.
Alright. Oh, look at that water. That's doing good. That's going real good. It'll pump out pretty fast then at that rate. We can use the pump also to pump water out to the garden to water the garden. So I'm excited to be able to do that. We've got seeds planted in the ground, but you know it hasn't rained here. It rained the other day, not for like an hour, not much, but this garden needs more than that. So we're going to be able to viably water the garden now. Okay, we're back here at the second garden spot. We figured out a way to rig up the hose with this particular tote because earlier the threads were different with what Scott had. It took us a few days to figure it out. So we're going to show it to you real quick and let you know how we fixed it.
All right, so I couldn't find threads on a pipe to fit this thing. So what I did was I got a rubber boot and I clamped it down real hard on the threads, and then I clamped down real hard on my original theory of putting a garden hose attachment. And it works. It may be having some issues. I need to put some pipe thread on, and that would stop that leaking drip.
Yeah.
There. Otherwise, it works well. I need you to drag that line out all the way out straight to the bottom. You can probably tighten that up too. No, the other way. God! Oh!
That was an accident?
Shoot. Yeah, that was an accident too, huh? So it looks like I'm going to have to get water for this garden twice a week instead of once a week. Andale, arriba! Taking too long.
I know that's what you're doing right now.
Alright, so switch positions.
Alright guys, we're finishing up the last of this watering session. Took us about 30 minutes. Kyleen out there looking good, watering those those mounds out there. So, you got anything to say?
Well, that's it, folks. We're going home to water the other garden, take care of all the animals, and then cook dinner, and then I'll be able to rest. See you next time.